From a boutique shop-only Dominican whose price has climbed from roughly $15 5 years ago to over $30 in current retail, to a Cuban Mystique release whose B-hike positioning has pulled the price from $40 to over $70 at most international retailers. There are 7 cigars sitting on premium shelves right now whose prices have roughly doubled between 2020 and 2026. And the experienced smoker who loaded the humidor 5 years ago is quietly smoking cigars that no longer exist at the price paid. Most people assume the catalog holds steady. It does not. These are the 7 cigars the experienced smoker should have bought 5 years ago. A subscribe and a like keep this kind of breakdown going. No brand deals, no sponsored picks, just the analysis the industry does not pay for. Number 7, Arturo Fuente Añejo. We are starting near the bottom of the drift range and immediately making a point. The Fuente family is the most respected name in Dominican production. The Añejo line is the annual limited production release the family builds around cognac barrel-aged wrappers, and the release cycle has consistently pulled the price upward over the past decade. 5 years ago, the Añejo No. 46 and the Añejo No. 50 retailed between $9 and $13 depending on Vitola. The same cigars retail between $15 and $22 in 2026, roughly a 2/3 price increase over the window. This is a medium to full-bodied Dominican blend with a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro wrapper, aged in cognac barrels for additional fermentation, Dominican binder, and Dominican filler. The flavor is cedar, dark fruit, a natural barrel-aged sweetness, and a finish that stays clean through the entire smoke. The construction is flawless, and the release annual cycle has kept the cigar in demand across every year of the drift window. Here is what the marketing will not tell you. The Añejo drift is driven by the annual release scarcity model, rather than by leaf cost or catalog architecture. The Fuente family produces the Añejo in limited quantities each year, and the release schedule is timed to coincide with the winter smoking season. The scarcity model has pulled the price upward faster than the leaf has changed. The blend is the same. The wrapper aging is the same. The barrel treatment is the same. The retail price has doubled because the annual release has moved from a broadly available limited run to a genuine allocation cigar at most premium retailers. Number 6, Davidoff Winston Churchill Late Hour. Davidoff is a Swiss-owned operation with a Dominican production facility. And the Winston Churchill Late Hour is the release within the Marca's Winston Churchill line built around a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper, aged in whiskey casks. The release was introduced in 2017 and has consistently drifted upward across every year since. 5 years ago, the Late Hour retailed between $18 and $24, depending on Vitola. The same cigars retail between $28 and $40 in 2026, roughly a 2/3 price increase over the window. This is a full-bodied Dominican blend with a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper, aged in whiskey casks, Ecuadorian binder, and Dominican, Nicaraguan, and Mexican filler. The flavor is dark fruit, espresso, a natural whiskey barrel sweetness, and a black pepper backbone that closes the smoke. Here is what the marketing will not tell you. The Late Hour drift is driven by Davidoff's catalog-wide pricing model rather than by the specific wrapper aging process. The Davidoff catalog has drifted upward across every line over the past decade, pulled by the limited editions, the royal releases, and the Master Selection series. The Late Hour has been carried upward with the catalog architecture rather than by any specific change in the cigar. The Nicaraguan wrapper is the same, the whiskey cask aging is the same, the Dominican binder is the same. The retail price has doubled because the Davidoff catalog above the Late Hour has pulled the entire brand upward. Number 5, Padron 1964 Anniversary. The Padron name means something specific in the cigar world. Jose Orlando. Padron started rolling cigars with $600 and a borrowed roller in 1964. The 1964 Anniversary series is one of the most decorated cigar lines in history, and the release has consistently drifted upward across every year of the modern catalog. 5 years ago, the 1964 Anniversary Vitolas retailed between $12 and $18. The same cigars retail between $18 and $28 in 2026, roughly a 1/2 to 2/3 price increase over the window. This is a full-bodied Nicaraguan Puro, with a sun-grown wrapper grown on land the Padron family controls, Nicaraguan, long filler, and Nicaraguan binder. The construction is the same standard that produces the 1926 series. The flavor is earth, coffee, cocoa, a natural tobacco sweetness, and a dry cedar finish that stays clean through the entire smoke. Here is what the marketing will not tell you. The 1964 anniversary drift is driven by the 1926 series halo, rather than by any change in the 1964 line. The Padron 1926 series has consistently earned Cigar of the Year recognition across multiple vitolas over the past decade, and the halo has pulled the 1964 anniversary upward as the entry point to the Padron Premium catalog. The blend is the same, the family farming discipline is the same, the rolling standard is the same. The retail price has climbed because the 1926 series above the 1964 has pulled the entire premium tier of the Padron catalog upward. Number 4, My Father Les Bijoux, 1922. Now we are getting into territory that requires a direct statement. The My Father Les Bijoux 1922 is one of the clearest documented drift cases in the modern Nicaraguan catalog. Jose Pepin Garcia and his son Jaime run the My Father Cigars operation in Esteli, Nicaragua, one of the most technically precise rolling facilities in the world. The Les Bijoux 1922 was released to commemorate the birth year of Jose Garcia's father, and Cigar Aficionado named the Les Bijoux 1922 the #1 cigar of the year in 2015. 5 years ago, the Les Bijoux Vitolas retailed between $10 and $15. The same cigars retail between $17 and $25 in 2026, roughly a 2/3 to 70% price increase over the window. This is a full-bodied Nicaraguan puro with a Habano Oscuro wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler. The flavor develops across the smoke in a sequence delivering dark chocolate, espresso, leather, a natural wrapper sweetness, and a black pepper backbone that builds without ever crossing into harsh. Here is what the marketing will not tell you. The Les Bijoux drift is driven by the Cigar of the Year impact, plus Nicaraguan wrapper cost increases over the past decade. Cigar of the Year recognition typically pulls a cigar's retail price upward by 20 to 40% over the following 3-year window. The Les Bijoux has drifted further than that baseline because Nicaraguan Habano Oscuro wrapper leaf has become more expensive to source over the same window, and the My Father operation absorbs part of the cost through its vertical integration, but not all of it. The blend is the same. The rolling discipline is the same. The retail price has climbed because the recognition and the wrapper cost have compounded. The Les Bijoux is one of the clearest examples on this list of a cigar whose price has doubled without any structural change in what is in the smoker's hand. The cigar is the same. The catalog around it has drifted, and the market has caught up to the recognition. The experienced smoker who loaded the humidor with the Les Bijoux at $12 in 2020 is smoking a $20 cigar in 2026 for the price paid 5 years ago. Number 3, Cohiba Behaike. The Cuban Cohiba Behaike is one of the most aggressively drifting Cuban releases in the modern catalog. Cohiba is a name that means something specific in Cuba. The Behaike line was released in 2010 as the flagship premium expression of the marca, built around the Medio Tiempo leaf, a rare priming the Cuban industry promoted as the structural justification for the price. 5 years ago, the Behaike retailed between $35 and $50 per cigar, depending on box and region. The same cigars retail between $45 and $75 in 2026, roughly a 50 to 60% price increase over the window at most international retailers. This is a full-bodied Cuban puro with Vuelta Abajo filler, including the Medio Tiempo priming, Cuban binder, and a Cuban Habano wrapper. The flavor at its best is dark earth, leather, espresso, and a natural wrapper sweetness. The performance varies dramatically box to box, and at the current price, the variance is no longer acceptable. Here is what the marketing will not tell you. The Behaike drift is driven by Cuban mystique inflation, plus supply constraints that the Cuban industry has not addressed over the past decade. The Medio Tiempo positioning, the Cohiba band, and the mystique architecture that surrounds the marca have pulled the price upward faster than the construction discipline has kept pace. The blend is the same. The Medio Tiempo positioning is the same. The retail price has climbed because the Cuban industry has allowed the Mystique tier to drift, while the leaf and the rolling have not consistently defended the price. The B hike is the clearest Cuban example on this list of a cigar whose price has climbed without a corresponding improvement in the smoke. The experienced smoker who loaded the humidor with the bay hike at $40 in 2020 has an aging investment. The smoker paying $70 in 2026 is paying for the mystique the tier has accumulated, not for a better cigar. Number 2, Padron 1926 series. The Padron 1926 series is one of the most decorated cigar lines in modern history, and the release has drifted upward across every year of the modern catalog. Cigar Aficionado has named 1926 series Vitolas the #1 cigar of the year multiple times over the past decade, and the recognition has pulled the entire line upward. 5 years ago, the 1926 Vitolas retailed between $15 and $20. The same cigars retail between $25 and $35 in 2026, roughly a half to 70% price increase over the window. This is a full-bodied Nicaraguan puro, with a sun-grown wrapper grown on land the Padron family controls, Nicaraguan long filler, and Nicaraguan binder. The flavor develops across the smoke in a sequence delivering espresso, dark chocolate, leather, a natural tobacco sweetness, and a dry cedar finish that closes the smoke clean. Here is what the marketing will not tell you. The 1926 drift is driven by the Cigar of the Year cycle, plus the halo the line carries above the 1964 anniversary. The 1926 series is the top of the Padron core catalog before the special releases, and the position has attracted the recognition and the drift together. Padron controls the entire supply chain, and the family absorbs part of the leaf cost through vertical integration. But the recognition-driven demand has pulled the price upward faster than the family has absorbed. The blend is the same. The family farming discipline is the same. The rolling standard is the same. The retail price has climbed because the recognition has compounded across multiple award cycles. The 1926 series is the clearest documented case on this list of a cigar whose recognition has directly driven the drift. The experienced smoker who loaded the humidor with 1926 Vitolas at $18 in 2020 is smoking $30 cigars in 2026 for the price paid 5 years ago. The blend is the same. The catalog around it has drifted, and the market has caught up to the recognition. Padron continues to produce the line at family standard, and the drift is not a quality question. It is a demand question. Number 1, Arturo Fuente Opus X. This is the one, the clearest documented drift case in the modern American cigar market, and the release is the experienced smoker most regrets not loading the humidor with 5 years ago. The Fuente family is the most respected name in Dominican production. The Fuente Opus X is the family's flagship premium release, distributed exclusively through boutique retailers and never through mass-market chains. 5 years ago, the core Opus X Vitolas retailed between $15 and $22. The same cigars retail between $30 and $45 in 2026, roughly a doubling over the window at most premium retailers. This is a full-bodied Dominican puro with a Dominican-grown wrapper the Fuente family developed specifically for the Opus X line, Dominican binder, and Dominican filler grown on the Chateau de la Fuente farm. The construction is flawless. The flavor develops across the smoke in a sequence delivering dark fruit, cedar, leather, a natural wrapper sweetness, and a black pepper backbone that closes the smoke. Here is what the marketing will not tell you. The Opus X drift is driven by boutique shop-only distribution, plus decades of accumulated demand that the Fuente family has never increased production to meet. The Opus X is produced in limited quantities each year, and the distribution model funnels the release through specific boutique retailers who allocate the cigars to their customers. The scarcity model has pulled the price upward faster than any other Dominican release in the modern catalog. The blend is the same, the wrapper is the same, the Chateau de la Fuente farming is the same. The retail price has doubled because the scarcity model has compounded across multiple years of unmet demand. The Opus X is the clearest example on this list of a cigar whose distribution model, rather than the leaf or the construction, has driven the drift. The Fuente family has consistently refused to increase production, and the resulting scarcity has pulled the price upward year after year. The experienced smoker who loaded the humidor with Opus X Vitolas at $18 in 2020 is smoking $35 cigars in 2026 for the price paid 5 years ago. That gap defines the entire regret conversation this list documents. The 7 cigars on this list have one thing in common. Every cigar has doubled or nearly doubled in retail price between 2020 and 2026, and every cigar was available at the earlier price to the experienced smoker who recognized the drift trajectory before the market caught up. The catalog does not hold steady. Recognition, scarcity, mystique, and catalog architecture all pull prices upward over time. And the smoker who loads the humidor early is the smoker who continues to smoke at the earlier price. Now, you know which 7 cigars the humidor should have carried 5 years ago. The next 5-year window is already unfolding. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this one. We will see you in the next.